We are so pleased to have on set today Kathleen Keegan, a Pembroke resident, business owner, and she's someone that we're highlighting today on our community profile. Welcome, Kathleen.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. We at PACTV like to look at people in communities that do an awful lot for the communities. And being a Pembroke resident, you were one of the first people that came to my mind.
Oh, thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about you. You own a business in Pembroke, Real Estate Rocks, real estate. You have a family in Pembroke. Your kids went through the Pembroke schools.
Yeah, my husband grew up there.
Your husband grew up there, and you're actively involved in the town.
Yeah, I love it.
Before we get into what you do for the town, let's talk a little bit about your history. You told me that you're a Gold Star daughter.
Yep, my dad, Joseph Albrecht, was a Navy SEAL and unfortunately stepped on a landmine and didn't survive.
And how old were you?
I was 4, and my younger sisters, 3 and 2.
Yeah.
But my mother did an amazing job and raised us to be, independent, self-sufficient, self-reliant.
Yeah, which you are.
Yeah, yeah. So I love her.
You have a BA in communications, and you taught English in Japan. How did that come about?
So my college roommate answered this little teeny ad in the New Haven Register that said, "We need English teachers." So she answered the ad and off she went, and we were like, "You're crazy."
Yeah.
But then she called me up a couple months later and said, "Hey, they need another teacher. Are you interested?" And I'll be there. I said, "I'll be there in a month."
That's awesome.
And it was one of the best experiences.
So you taught English as a second language?
Correct, in Japan, yeah.
To what age?
To all levels. So we would teach businessmen, housewives, little kids. They have something called a juku, which is a school after school.
Wow.
So
good for you.
Yeah, and then I went to Hong Kong, Korea, and Thailand when I came home, and I just, the travel bug, I love it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You met your husband while you were in training?
Yeah, so we met in a foxhole up at Fort Drum, New York. We shared a foxhole and fell in love.
Yeah, and you've been in the, tell me a little bit about your service.
So I joined the National Guard when I came home from Japan. I'm like, I want to be a teacher. So my mother, who had said, stay away from military men, my whole life. So, but she said, you could join the National Guard. That'll help pay for school. And I'm like, Mom, you said stay away from military men. You're telling me to join the military?
Yeah.
But it worked out so well.
Yeah.
So I went in, raised my right hand. Yeah. I swear to defend my country.
Yeah.
And I did take some elementary ed classes. And decided I didn't want to be a teacher, but I stuck with the military and just retired after 27.5 years.
As a major? As
a major, yeah.
Yes, and the last thing you did was you were the lead in assignment, you were the commander of the Massachusetts Selective Service Program.
Right.
What does that mean?
So men probably know this, 18 to 25 you have to go sign up for the Selective Service in the event that there's ever conscription, or called the draft.
Yep.
So my job was to train and recruit civilians to be ready to conduct a draft board if
necessary.
Right.
Wow.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, varied, wonderful life you've had so far.
Yeah.
We put together a little video to show some of the things that you've done in the town of Pembroke, the different recreational activities and groups and organizations that you have started. So we're going to watch it, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
Okay, great. Kathleen Keegan. I'm the chairperson for Pembroke's largest water balloon fight. And back in 2012, we had Pembroke's 300th anniversary. And one of the events that I came up with was like, let's do a water balloon fight. And it was very successful. We had about 100 kids. They had a blast. At the end of it, they came up and they're like, can we do this again next year? I'm like, let's do it. On your mark, get set, go! Chairperson for Pembroke Celebrates, and our committee is here to celebrate the folks that serve this wonderful town. So definitely the police and the firemen, the DPW, teachers, all the town workers, so anyone that volunteers or works for this wonderful town. And this is our way of saying, we celebrate you. And last year we had fireworks, and we were able to raise enough money to have fireworks again this year. We are hoping that we continue to raise enough money to have it be a tradition. For the past 15 years, we have been putting this on. It's a grassroots organization. It's some Pembroke residents. We put this together. and we want it to be free for residents. So the only thing that they have to pay for is usually just a little bit of the food, but all the other events, so like the hay wagon, which in this year we have Clydesdales, which you haven't had those in a long time. So hay wagon, we have the moon bounce, we have cookie decorating, craft, roasting marshmallows over fire pits, all of these wonderful activities for families to enjoy, and it's a great way to start off the holiday season. And I contacted the Pembroke Military Support Group and I said, would you be wanting to read the names, and we could put yellow ribbons on the trees. So that was born. So we've been doing that for the past 15 years as well. Yes. Pembroke is my home, and I love that other people call it home.
Well, that's you.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of, it's so nice that somebody is so involved in their town and they get so excited about bringing people together, because we're all very busy nowadays, and it takes a lot of work to do the events that you do.
Oh, yeah.
What's the most difficult one to organize and coordinate? Is it the one with the fireworks?
Well, yeah, because that's the newer one.
Yeah.
I feel like the tree lighting, because I've been doing it so long, we're in a good pattern, so everyone sort of has their track.
Everyone knows what to do.
Yeah. So I would probably the fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now talk to me about that event,
That's
because
fundraising too, which
Yeah.
I don't like doing.
But you're
I
good
just want to
at
have the
it.
event.
Yeah, you're
so
good at
somebody
it.
give me the money and I can make it happen. Yeah.
But the Pembroke Celebrates, you really did to celebrate the people that work in our town.
Yeah.
You brought in a really smart thing. You said, let's have families come and tailgate.
Yeah.
Now, people think of tailgating as football games, and kind of brings the nostalgia back of how it always used to be.
Right.
And I think that's one of the reasons why so many people went. The first year 1,000, the second year 2,000, we think.
Right.
That's huge.
And then this past year was 3,000.
3,000, yeah.
So the first year we didn't have family tailgating, we just had the fireworks.
Yep.
And I think people didn't want to go up to the high school because they felt that there was going to be too many people.
Yep.
And there really weren't that many people.
Yeah.
So we came up with an idea of doing family tailgating to get people up there ahead of time. And we couldn't believe at 5 o'clock people were rolling in with their cars and then opening up the back and grilling and then the kids running around.
Yeah.
It just was so,
it's such a great
it was
family
thrilling.
event. Yes. Yes.
So then this year, again, we were able to do it. And it was a $12,500 show.
Yeah.
And I just was so happy. And the weather was perfect.
Yeah.
It was just,
it was
great.
It was
community
great.
event.
It was great. And you also do the haunted house at your Real Estate Rocks
office. Yes.
Which is a riot. And I went and checked it out this year. And you completely turned the inside of it to, well, it's kind of scary.
Oh, yeah.
You go through and you have like beheaded people and blood.
Yes.
And
Yeah, we have
really
an
cool.
operating room, and my son Quinn is on the operating table, and they're pulling out guts. And there's a nurse in there. She's drinking blood out of a bottle, and we have a scary doctor.
And it's all in fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we are trying to scare people, and we did scare people. Some people only made it to the waiting room.
Really?
And then they're like, okay, we're going to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But you had about 200 people show up this year.
Yeah, about 200.
Did you give out candy?
Oh, absolutely.
bit.
And some of our Real Estate Rocks chocolate rocks.
Yeah.
And out in the parking lot, we had a feeling station where people could feel like liver
the eyeballs
and
and stuff. Oh, yeah.
brains,
I remember that from when I was
fingernails,
little. Yeah.
And we have a new thing that we're going to do next year, so they'll have to come.
Okay, there'll be a
find that out.
surprise.
Yeah.
So, what motivates you most to do all these things in town?
Yeah.
In a town that you don't have to do any of it.
Yeah.
What motivates you to do it?
I think that growing up, I was not a happy person. I was probably clinically depressed.
Oh.
Didn't enjoy my high school years or even my college years.
Yep.
But I joined the military, and I found my tribe, and it just lifted me up.
Yep.
And I've continued to find my tribe, and that I feel like Pembroke, I've found my tribe.
Is your tribe,
Sorry.
right. Yeah.
So Pembroke means the world to me.
It's a great town.
I'm just so happy living there.
Well, we're
and
so lucky to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you had a little sign.
I
This
do.
is your
Yeah.
mantra.
This is my mantra: is joy to the world, and just wanting to make and help people have happy memories. So, thanks
you.
for watching.